Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tabooty. I'm on here today with a video talking about several topics. But first, I have another hashtag racial profiling, hashtag dining while black. A 30-year-old African-American male named Terrence Dickerson had reserved a party space for 30 of his friends and family members at the Blue Sky Tower Grill in Richmond Heights to celebrate his birthday. While they were there, the waitress, according to Dickerson, said that the waitress felt overworked with the large party. The waitress left and never returned to their table. And Dickerson said the next message he received was, the police wants them to leave the restaurant. Of course, they were surprised by this. So he and a friend asked why. Were they breaking the law or something? And that they were very, very embarrassed. And the police said that they had received a call that a party of 30 was in the restaurant and they weren't going to pay their bill. And he was like really shocked. But prior to the police getting there, Dickerson said that they had worked it out with the restaurant, and he had showed the email of the reservation stating that each person would pay for their own food and drink. It was 7 police officers, Dickerson said, but they asked them to go upstairs because it was basically disruptive to the other customers. And Dickerson said it was disruptive because 8 police officers had come to the restaurant and they hadn't broke a law. They hadn't did anything wrong. They all were asked to leave the restaurant. Why were they forced to get in a single file to make it individual payment? In a statement from the Richmond Heights Police Department, the chief stated, we got a call for a possible disturbance involving 30 people at the Blue Sky Grill. We had 7 to 8 officers respond. We quickly found out that it was not a disturbance, just a misunderstanding over how the group would be billed, if it would be one check or individual checks. When we arrived, the restaurant came to an agreement and was working with the group. According to the information from Fox 2 News, they tried to reach the owners of the restaurant and they were out of town, but they did respond later. They were going to also look into what happened, but they also stated that they did contact the customer and they agreed to pay him back his $100 for the facility fee. And then, they went through the usual jargon. We always try our best to meet our customers' expectations. Apparently, we did not do so in this case. We are sorry this incident happened. So he may be getting his $100 back, but he can't get his 30th birthday back again. This is just getting out of hand. And it's always going on, but it seems to have increased since that guy been in office. It's just blatant racism. Blatant. And just because this girl felt overwhelmed, what would say that they weren't going to pay their bill? So, again, y'all, there are more out there. More hashtag racial profiling. And the white women have really gotten bad at it. But vote You have to vote in 2020. It's not going to end racial profiling, but hopefully it will subside some. Maybe people won't feel, white people, specifically white women, will not feel as emboldened once we get that man out of office. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think the police should have just walked away once they know that the issue had been cleared up? Do you think they should have stayed there while they had all of the party to stand in the single file to make their payment for their bill? That's embarrassing. That's insulting. Moving on to something positive. I read an article in the New York Times about this 8-year-old homeless boy. He and his family are refugees from Nigeria. He was crowned the New York State primary chess champion in the kindergarten to third grade bracket. And the article goes on to say that this young boy outsmarted opponents that attended high-profile private schools with pricey chess tutors. His family came to the U.S. in 2017 after being forced to flee Nigeria due to possible persecution of Christians by terrorists. And when he started school in the United States, they said that he had begged his mother to let him take chess lessons, but they couldn't afford it. So the mother wrote a letter to this coach of the chess club at his school, and the coach waived the fees for him. They say that being in these chess tournaments are very expensive because they have to travel, and so they allowed him in free. That shows you what could be done. And here this young man is, the family in a homeless shelter, having to flee their homeland to come here. So you know what our children are capable of if they have a strong desire to do so, and with the backing of their parents. I had once said that one of our issues, and I'm speaking of my people right now, issues are, I think we feel that everything is our right, and they feel that it's a privilege to have the things that are provided in the United States, all the resources. Yeah, you got to jump through a lot of hoops. But if you really, really want something, if the desire is there, the dedication is there, it can come to you eventually, like this young man. So we should all learn the lesson from this child and his family. What do you think about this story? Does it inspire you? At this current time of the article, the family is still living in a homeless shelter, but the coach had set up a GoFundMe for the family for $50,000, and thus far they've raised over $100,000. Isn't that beautiful? Well, that's it for today. Everybody have a good one.